This is the morning edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Tuesday, October 22nd. I'm James Spann. Some clouds around today, maybe a few sprinkles, a raindrop or two in spots this morning. But after that, a new surge of cold air coming down the pike, and cold mornings will headline our forecast for the latter half of the week and the weekend. Let's go in there and take a look at the big picture. This is the water vapor satellite view around the nation this morning, and we've got a large-scale trough coming in from the west. That'll push down some new cold air that we'll feel tomorrow. Now, this morning, not as cold as recent mornings. We're way out of the 30s because of the clouds. In fact, everybody in the 50s for the most part around here. We got 51 for Cullman and Fort Payne, Birmingham at 57. High today should be in the low 70s in most spots. But, yep, here comes the new surge of cold air. They're below freezing this morning. I see some 20s in parts of the upper Midwest, Minneapolis, Chicago, Madison, Wisconsin. They're down in the sub-freezing range, and we'll feel that air tomorrow. We probably won't get out of the 50s with a cool north breeze despite a sunny sky. And up north this morning, a lot of frost and freeze warnings from Wichita to Kansas City, Chicago, and Cleveland. And really, beginning Thursday morning, we'll have multiple mornings with frost down here. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, probably Sunday. And again, we'll have to look out for a freeze in here by early Saturday morning. First freeze of the season for many places. Obviously, no severe weather today, and not much rain. This is the rain through Sunday morning, and anything that comes down over the next 5 days would be this morning. And in most places, I don't think it will be enough to measure. You might see a few raindrops in your windshield driving to work, and that's about it. In fact, there's the radar at 5:07 this morning, and you can see a few little splotches of light rain around the Birmingham metro, down into parts of West Alabama's Green, Hale counties, a little rain falling around the old WSR 57 radar site below Brent. So, yes, a bit of light rain, a few sprinkles this morning in spots. Check weather in the tropics. This is Tropical Storm Lorenzo in the Atlantic. This is out in the middle of nowhere, and as we often say, it stays in the middle of nowhere. This will be drifting towards the east, northeast, and should dissipate, become a post-tropical storm late this week, so no threat to land. Over in the Pacific, this is Hurricane Raymond off the coast of Mexico. Weakened a little bit. The winds are 115 miles an hour. This thing is going to move out to sea. It's awfully close to the coast, but it's on the way out. And over in the West Pacific, that's a pretty good-looking storm. That is Typhoon Francisco. And that's going to kind of sideswipe Japan. The latest guidance has it now pretty far offshore. It's a greatly weakening system. In fact, they've got it as only 35 knots east of Tokyo, so that should not be a big issue for the city of Tokyo, but still something to watch for our friends over there. Let's check the GFS, the OZ run, valid at 1 o'clock local time this afternoon. This is back in the upper levels at 500 millibars. You can see the trough beginning to pass through. And down below that, the GFS doesn't show anything. Let's go to the high-res NAM, which would have a better job of handling things. This is 11 o'clock this morning, about midday today. And it's suggesting any rain at that point should be south of Interstate 20. It's got some ranges north of Montgomery, maybe Clanton, Rockford, and Alexander City, Lake Martin getting some rain. But that should move out pretty quickly by midday today, and by the afternoon we might begin to clear as the new surge of cool air begins to work in here. All right, tomorrow, a breezy, cool day filled with sun. We start the day in the low 40s, the high around 60. In many places around here will stay in the 50s all day, and it's going to feel cool because of that wind. Thursday morning, the wind dies down. We'll head for the 30s. And again, the chance of frost in many areas, and that depends on how the wind goes. If the wind goes calm, we'll have some frost. If not, we'll have it probably the next morning or certainly Saturday. In fact, there's the temperature plot, and you can see how the numbers just keep on coming down. Thursday, Friday, Saturday morning. And Saturday morning is the coldest morning. The GFS is printing 33 here. This is Friday, a bright sunny day. You can see a 10:30 high over Little Rock. Cold air advection. The high Friday will be only in the 50s. And there's Saturday, and again, that high is right on top of us. Clearly, that'll be the coldest morning. A lot of places around here. North Central Alabama will see their first freeze of the season as the growing season of 2013 winds down and wraps up. Frost on them there pumpkins. There's Sunday. Sunday morning will be cold, too. We'll be in the 30s. The high Sunday getting up in the 60s. Saturday, the high still might be in the upper 50s, but Sunday we go back in the 60s. And all of this is way below average. You know, we ought to be in the 70s this time of the year. And Monday of next week, we're dry. And a week from today, this is Tuesday, October 29th, we're dry, but a new surge of cold air coming down. That's a 1035 high over Montana. Let's watch that front. Let's jump out a couple of more days to Halloween. This is Thursday, October 31st, and ooh, man, that's a robust trough, slightly negative tilt, and by golly, all of a sudden the GFS paints a very wet, maybe stormy situation. You got to remember that, the fall tornado season begins on November 1st, and, severe weather doesn't read calendars. I mean, you can have it any time of the year, and it's got a 992 millibar low near Paducah, Kentucky, with a trailing front coming through here. And with that vigorous upper trough, that might be just something to watch for strong to severe storms. Now, this is the first time we've seen the GFS look this robust with this, and the timing has also been different. We've seen a lot of runs that showed the big rain on Wednesday the 30th, and we cleared out on Halloween. Well, this run has a big storm event on Halloween. So this could change again. This is just, beyond 7 days, but we're getting closer. And then after that, this is Saturday, November 2nd. Everything is gone. It's just cool and dry, if this is right. Here's the end of the forecast, November 6th. Man, this year is flying along. It seemed like we started it yesterday. Big trough off the California coast, one over the upper Midwest, and down below that, some rain east of here, but most of the state would be dry if that's correct. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this morning. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 4 o'clock today. If you can, catch us on ABC 3340 News this evening on the live stream of the television side at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.